1. Here we can give interface space serial 0/0/1. So IP version 6 space OSPF space process ID is 2. Next we have to give an area space 0. Exit. Next direct connected interface is interface serial 0/0/0. We have to give an interface serial 0/0/0. IP version 6 OSPF process ID is 2. Next area is 0. Exit. The syntax for enabling OSPF version 3 routing protocol on particular interface is IP version 6, then OSPF space, then given the process ID, next space area, then we have to mention the area 0. Okay, now we can configure OSPF version 3 routing protocol into network 3. So we can go to that particular router. So enable configure 3. In global mode we have to configure OSPF version 3 routing protocol. So the syntax for configuring OSPF version 3 routing protocol is IP version 6 space router space OSPF. So the process ID range is 1 to 65,535. So in network 3 I will given the process ID as 3. Enter. Next we have to mention the router ID. So router -ID, it is an 32-bit address, it is an IP version 4. So in network 3 I will mention the router ID as 3.3.3.3. Exit. Next in network 3 the router 1 direct connected interface is interface serial 0/0. So we can go to that particular interface serial 0/0/0. So the syntax for enabling OSPF version 3 routing protocol on particular interface is IP version 6 space OSPF. Next we have to mention the process ID. So the process ID is 3. Next we have to mention the area space 0. Exit. The next direct connected network of network 3 is fast Ethernet 0/0. So we can go to that particular interface fast Ethernet 0/0. So the syntax for enabling OSPF version 3 is IP version 6 OSPF. Then you have to mention the process ID. Process ID is 3. Then area space 0. Exit. So the next direct connected interface is interface serial 0/0/1. Interface serial 0/0/1. IP version 6 space OSPF. Process ID is 3. Next area 0. Exit. Okay. Now we can configure OSPF version 3 routing protocol into network 4. We can go to the router 3. So in global mode we have to enable OSPF version 3 routing protocol. So syntax for configuring OSPF version 3 protocol is IP version 6 space router space OSPF space process ID. Process ID range is 1 to 65,535. So the process ID should be unique. So in network 4 I will mention the process ID as 4. Next I will assign the router ID. So in network 4 the router ID I will assign as 4.4.4.4. Router ID is an 32-bit address, it is an IP version 4. Exit. Okay. In network 4 the direct connected interface is interface serial 0/0. So we can go to that particular interface serial 0/0/0. Next we can enable the OSPF version 3 routing protocol on that interface. So IP version 6 space OSPF, then process ID is 4. Next we can mention the area 0. Exit. Next the direct connected interface is fast Ethernet 0/0. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP version 6 space OSPF, the process ID is 4. Next the area is 0. Exit. Interface. Next direct connected interface is interface serial 0/0/1. Interface serial 0/0/1. IP version 6 OSPF, process ID is 4. Area 0. IP version 6 OSPF, process ID is 4. Area 0. Exit. Okay. Now OSPF version 3 routing protocol can be configured into network 1, network 2, network 3 and network 4. Let's we can check whether the advertisement or not. So in privilege mode, show space IP version 6 space route. Yeah, here we can see we can get advertisement from the neighboring router 0. So here we can see the 0 indicates the OSPF. Here we can see the get advertisement from the neighboring router 0 and O. Sorry, it's not 0, it's an O. Next we can check into network 2. So in global mode we have to given show IP version 6 space route. Yeah, here also we can get advertisement from the neighboring router O. The O indicates the OSPF routing protocol. Next we can check into network 3. Show IP version 6 space route. Yeah, here also we can get advertisement from the neighboring router. We can check in